Hey, what's up everybody? Back, and today I'm going to be showing you 3 Bowflex exercises that you might not realize that you can do on a Bowflex home gym, but you absolutely can, and they are important exercises. So before we get started, do me a favor. As usual, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit like on it and maybe even the subscribe button while you're here. I do Bowflex videos. I do different types of fitness and health videos multiple times a week, so please do me a favor, hit those fancy buttons if you would. All right, so one of the things I'm always talking about whenever I'm talking about Bowflex is the importance of doing exercises on it that you would also do at the gym. So in other words, if at the gym, people typically do the same types of exercises over and over again, even though there's a bunch of different pieces of equipment you can use, people tend to do the same things over and over again. So my philosophy has always been, in order to be successful on a Bowflex and not get overwhelmed by all the bells and whistles, just simply try to replicate the exercises that you would do at the gym. The problem is there are going to be times whenever you come across an exercise that you want to do here on the Bowflex that you do at the gym, and the machine may not necessarily be set up in a way that makes it obvious of how to do those particular exercises. That doesn't mean you should give up and just say, well, I just can't do it on the Bowflex. The key is finding an alternative way to be able to accomplish those exercises. So I'm going to show you 3 of those today that I do at the gym a lot, and I actually gave up on them here on the Bowflex for quite some time because I just thought, well, it's just not something you're supposed to do. I was wrong on that. I just didn't think hard enough. So let's get started on the first one. All right, so the first exercise I'm going to show you here is actually a back and shoulder exercise. Now, I use these, they're actually called tricep pull downs, but I use them for a lot of other things too. And by the way, I'm going to put a link in the description down below here of the video to several of the items that I am using to be able to do this in case you don't have like a tricep extension or a couple of the other things we're going to go over. Amazon links all down below if you want to go check these out. So one of the common exercises that I do at the gym a lot is on the cable machines. I'll set something up, and the cable machines have essentially one cable right there in the middle, and you attach this then to that one cable and you do whatever you're going to do. In this case, what I am doing is something like this at the gym, where I am going to be pulling it towards me in some form or fashion, typically like this, and then I am squeezing and contracting my muscles in the back, and then I am letting it down. But I'm essentially doing it from a singular line of resistance right down the middle. Now, the Bowflex obviously has a lot of cables on it, so it's not that there's not cables. The issue is the cables are always spread apart from each other. So yes, I can turn around and face the machine, right, and do something like this and do this, but the problem here is the angle is just different. I'm pulling from essentially 2 points of resistance that are pretty far apart. And so it's still a good workout, but the angle is just different. What I wanted to do was replicate what I do at the gym, which is I wanted it to come from a singular point of resistance here in the middle. So on the Bowflex machines, most of the home gyms still have this set up, where they have this leg extension where you can put on here to do your leg workout exercises, but they also come with, yep, you can see that. They also come with a little thing right here where you can attach, it's typically used for curl bars. So like you got this strap here with these little hooks on it. Let me take that off so you can see it. So you can attach this thing here to the bottom, right? And then you would take your curl bar and then put it on here and do your curls. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this same philosophy. Oops, get over here. And I'm gonna hook that on there. And what I also have done here is I have a couple of extensions, just because I'm bigger and I like to sit farther from the back. You don't have to have these, but I tend to think that they come in handy, at least for me and for my general size. And so now what I've got here, as you can see as I spread this out, is I've got my singular point of resistance right there in the middle. Now what this will allow me to do is the same type of workouts which I would do at the gym, which is I'm typically pulling from here and coming straight back. Coming from here, going straight back. And I will also do something kind of like this at the gym, which for a shoulder blade workout, you feel that one very quickly. And I don't have to go all the way down whenever I lower it like this, right? No need for that. I could, if I sit farther back, I could do this. Same type of deal. But this gets me the workout that I am replicating or that I'm doing at the gym. but I'm using the leg extension machine to do these at home. Be careful anytime that you're using the leg extension thing. Something important to note is whenever you're setting the level of this, you want to do it almost even with the entire machine. That way, whenever you pull up, if you pull this way on it, it'll actually pull up. If this is sitting too far down, it won't pull up whenever you're pulling this way against it. So just make sure it's kind of flat with the rest of the machine. But that is exercise number 1. That's a killer back workout. All right, so the second workout exercise that you need to be doing on your Bowflex or any home gym, honestly, is a dumbbell row. So, at the gym, the way that you do this is you've usually got a flat bench and you're putting a leg on it. You're kind of doing something like this and you're pulling up, right? Your back's sort of straight, etc. Well, a lot of the newer Bowflexes don't give you the option of laying down a flat bench. This one does, but it's a slightly older version. So a lot of you are going to be in a position where, well, you don't have a flat bench. You can't do that. Well, it just so happens that this can work in a similar fashion. You just have to have your body at a similar angle. So just as like when it's a real flat bench and your back's sort of at this angle, all you're going to do here is you're going to raise up just a little bit and you're going to use this as if it were flat. And you can kind of see here, my body is almost perpendicular or parallel, I forget which one is which, to this. Now the question is, for a barbell row, normally you've got a barbell here, it's sitting on the ground, and you're going like this. Well, if you take a look at where my hand's going, it's going right towards that handle right there, which is fantastic because I'm going to move it to the closest setting. And again, what was I just doing? My hand was already here. Now there's perfect position for where a dumbbell would normally be for me to do these exercises just as I would at the gym. Same type of thing, right? So my body again is staying parallel. Of course, it's not flat. We know that it's not flat, but this gets me the same type of resistance on my back muscles, maybe even a little bit different on the core because I'm having to sort of hold myself up here a little bit, but maybe not the exact same thing. But as I'm sitting here doing it on a very light weight, I'm telling you, very, very similar. So this is a really nice way to use the tilted, angled bench for doing something that you may have thought you could not do because it wasn't flat. Turns out it's actually a very similar workout, highly recommended, and is definitely going to get your back and shoulder blades some gains. All right, so in the theme, in the name of trying to replicate the same exercises at the gym at home, one of the things I do at the gym a lot is, I do cables a lot at the gym, but I do cables at not just low and not just high, but I often do them kind of in this middle range here as well. Well, the Bowflex doesn't have cables obviously here in the middle. It's set up in most of the home gyms are set up like this. So my thought was I needed to find a solution to be able to create my own cables essentially, or my own resistance somewhere between low and between high. And I came up with 2 opportunities. One is the Bowflex, the Ultimate 2, which they don't make anymore, but a lot of the Bowflexes have something similar to this bar right in the middle. It's what you hang the back seat on, is what it actually rests on, but it's here and nicely, pretty close to the middle. So what I did is essentially created my own bands here. Now this is going to go right there in the middle, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flip around. Let me put that here, put that there. I've got the seat so that it is able to be moved. And basically all I'm going to do, the exercises themselves aren't different. I'm going to do the same types of exercises, but I am going to now do them at an angle. Oops, I forgot to lock my seat now. I better do that. There we go. So I'm going to grab this, and now I have a solution in the middle height that did not exist before. Again, these exercises are probably the same ones that you're going to be doing on the low cables and the high cables. So this isn't necessarily a new exercise as much as it is a new angle for the same exercises that's going to get you a slightly different workout. You can do all the same things here that you were doing before, but now a much different range of motion, a much different angle, which is going to hit your muscles quite a bit different. There's one other variation to this, and that is, if you don't have the bar here, you can look down towards the leg extension. So leg extension, what you can do is take this under here, simple as that. And now I'm actually going to push my seat back a little bit. Let's go, where are you at? Where's my lock? No, I don't need it for now. Same type of deal, make sure they're up towards the top, like this. Same type of thing, again, it's still higher than the lows and it's lower than the highs. Again, in the middle, same type of thing. And if you get a good, nice resistance band, you can do all sorts of stuff with this here. And it's just nice coming from, again, more of a centralized middle. It's not starting far out, so you're kind of starting closer together and then pulling apart, which is a bit different than these down low, which are starting pretty far apart anyways. Just a different workout overall. So I'll put links in the description to all of these individual pieces down below, their Amazon listings. And the thing with the Bowflex is, just keep doing stuff. One of the things I've said in my other videos is it's very easy to get overwhelmed with the Bowflex, or any home gym for that matter, because there's just a lot you can do. So then what happens is a lot of people just get overwhelmed and don't do any of it. So stick to what you know, and if you can't figure out what you know, how to do it on this machine, if it looks like you can't do your normal workouts, just think outside the box a little bit. Hopefully these couple of tips here will help you figure some of this out. And my back, that was enough for like a small back workout just on this video. These things will work as long as you put the energy and effort into it. There's the old saying that the thing that works best is the thing that you use. So get moving. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Please hit like. If so, the like button, and maybe even the subscribe while you're here. I got a whole bunch of Bowflex videos. You can check those out here. And that's it. Thanks y'all so much for watching. Peace out. See you on the next video.